Playing more of your favorite country songs every hour.
Yes!
Great country music whenever you want it.
What could be more American than that?
RTM Radio.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's some bad action right there. Donna Joe and Attention Craving Blues with the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. On a Saturday, Kyle Daigle going to be joining us tonight. Keith Sampson. Oh, it's a night of nights in the country. Gotta love it. So how's everybody doing? Nice to see you guys.
Yes, good evening, Saturday night.
Hello, Donna Reed.
Oh, yes, we are going to have an interesting chat tonight with Mr. Keith Sampson. We cannot wait for that. And Ethan Wayne coming up with us at the top of the hour.
John Chico, ciao.
Yes, Thomas.
And, Thomas over there plucking on his strings.
Donna.
Who? Donna. I said hello, Donna. Oh, you confused me. Thought there was another one here. Two of you is plenty. It's all I can take. All right, we got music. Lots of it. Let's move along, shall we? How about another Donna Joe song by request for the man with the plan, John Chico? Yankee and the Brit, Johnny Cash. Ain't no grave for the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. What's going on there? Keith Sampson's in the house.
Yes, Keith Sampson, the bra man himself, is in our chat room, and we're going to be having him on the show after Kyle, aren't we?
That's right.
So
Should
yes.
be very interesting. This guy's quite the, how would you say it, my darling? The clown?
Yes. Always making us bloody laugh.
Yeah, funny man. All righty. Nice to see you. That's for sure. And thank you for the kind words. Definitely. Yeah, old Hickey Stick's out doing some fishing. I know. Go out there and get that grub. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's, where are we at here? Let's see, right here. Speaking of Keith Sampson, we got that man right here, and then we have some Bob Kennedy coming up by request. So, un momento, hang on a second, and we'll get right to that.
Hi, this is Keith Sampson, and you're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM Radio Network.
Now you need to do, hi, I'm Steve Hickman. All right.
Hold on to your little British hat.
Hi, I'm Steve Hickman. All right.
What would the night be without a good old trucking song? All right.
All right.
Aaron Lewis and the Road.
Playing more of your favorite country songs every hour.
Yes!
Great country music whenever you want it.
What could be more American than that?
RTM Radio.
Hi, this is Keith Sampson, and you're listening to the Yankee and the Brit.
Here's another cool tune from Kyle Daigle. What the old folks say. Oh, I'd love to be that man too. Steve Hickman. You think he can top
I
those
want to
songs?
be that man as well.
You think he can top the songs we play from him? I'm waiting to see, man. I'm dying for this dude to get us some new tunage. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Chop, chop, hick, sticky pie, chicky.
Come on, then he's fishing right now. He ain't got time to sing. What's
You
the
know
matter
he'll
with
just
He's
say,
probably
"Hold
down by
on
the
to your
river with his
little-"
guitar in his hand.
You know, we'll just say, hold on to your little British hat.
That could be right. So anyways, we're going to be talking with Keith Sampson here a little bit later. Before that, Kyle Daigle. We got a couple more tunes from him before he gets here. But in the meantime, I say, let's do another Keith Sampson tune. I'll let you decide.
Trains, trucks, and good old country music with the Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio.
What a great tune. Keith Sampson, I'll let you decide. That's another guy that needs to get his shit together and get us some more tunage like real soon. What great stuff this guy has. I sometimes feel I don't say enough about how good his music is. Really some awesome stuff. As, of course, some of you have noticed. Beautiful stuff there, Keith. I love it. Can't beat that, man. Praise for the gentleman, that's for sure. Kyle Daigle.
Hallelujah. I don't even know where that come from.
From your innermost soul, my dear. Which I didn't know you had one. But that's beside the point. With the Yankee and the Brit. All right. I got to break in here. I have to apologize a million friggin' times over. Oh, God, I hate doing this. I am such a fucking blundering idiot.
You have to
I have done this all week long. I have done this, and I don't know. I apologize, Kyle. I apologize to Ethan Wayne, who is joining us tonight, and not Kyle. Sorry. What a moron.
It's not Kyle that's joining us today.
It's Ethan Wayne.
Ethan Wayne. And earlier this week, Randy made a poster up to share around Facebook to say Kyle was joining us.
And the first poster I put up was Kyle Daigle, so I had to take it down and redo the Ethan Wayne one and put the Ethan Wayne
I wonder
up.
whether Ethan's going to call in now.
He's probably saying, you friggin' idiot!
Twice.
You moronic
Twice he's done that.
damn Yankee! I know what he's thinking, and I don't blame him. I am friggin'...
Ethan, if you're still listening...
I am appalled at the ignorance that comes out of my skull. I can't even believe how stupid I can be. Oh, it's an easy mistake. Oh, yeah, Ethan, Kyle. They're so close. They sound so much alike. Oh, come on.
There he is.
Oh, jeez. He's going to cream my ass, I guarantee you.
Here is Ethan Wayne. You can apologize to him yourself.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
Ethan, are you there?
I am. How are y'all?
Hello.
Oh, I'm better now that I got the right guy.
Wait, who you thought I was?
Well, Randy made a poster this week to say that Kyle Daigle was coming on this Saturday. And I said, hey, you got the wrong guy. And then tonight, when he named the show, he posted up to say that Kyle was joining us. And I said, no, he's Ethan. Twice
it's
this
me.
week.
Sorry. It's what these Yankees do, you know?
It's all good. And you know what? I would have said that was my name anyway. I'd have went with it.
You're both from the place where there's loads of crocodiles, aren't you? I think that's where we got it mixed
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Crocodiles?
Yeah, they're both from Louisiana.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, so how are you, Ethan?
Oh, I'm wonderful. How are y'all?
I'm dumber than a rock.
Hey, that's good.
But other than that, I'm all right. What's going on down in the bayou?
Well, I'm currently at a gig right now. I just took my first break. I'm playing at a little restaurant called El Paso, Mexican restaurant, and it's in New Iberia. It's a pretty good little place.
El Paso, it's called?
Yeah, it's called El Paso.
Is that in Louisiana?
They got a chain of them.
I thought that was a pasta
it's in Louisiana.
sauce.
Oh.
No, it's just the name of the restaurant. They just have a bunch of them around here.
Texas wannabes, is that right?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Well, good. I hope the show's going all right.
Oh, it's just hot. I'm outside on the patio, and it's just warm.
Oh, damn. You ain't kidding, son. It is warm up here. Woo, and it's supposed to be...
Oh, I could about imagine.
Coming this
I'm sure
weekend.
It's 10 times warmer over there.
Yeah, next Thursday and Friday it's supposed to be like 102 or so, which will mean it'll be like 110 or something.
Yeah, with the heat index. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a blast.
Now, Donna, have I got the right guy if I say you have something you want to tell us about a new album or something? Is this the right guy now before I say anything else?
Yes, what is your latest news? You sent us a tune, and luckily Randy hasn't spoilt it and played it early. He thought he played it early, but he played the wrong one early.
I don't even know if I have it loaded up.
You probably have a nice tune by Kyle.
Yeah, no, the new single is Where I Want to Be. It's a cool little summer tune that we just released. Yeah, that's the new single. The album's coming out pretty good. We got we're almost done with it. We got about 3 or 4 more songs, and then the album is complete, and then it's just finalizing everything. So.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
And when is this
almost,
album coming out?
I'm hoping by the end of this year. I'm hoping by Christmas time, everybody will be able to put it in their stocking. So.
Wow.
That's what we're hoping for. So.
Doesn't it kind of drive you crazy that it takes so long to make that stuff happen?
Oh man, you have no idea. But there's a lot at the tunnel, so that's kind of what I'm going for.
I can imagine, though. I mean, Keith Sampson's going through the same thing, trying to get his CD out there, and he's been talking about it a while. But it's just like, the wheels turn so slow; they need more oil on them or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a slow process. It's just like getting your name out there. It's just like that. It's a slow process.
Yeah, but you're almost famous.
Yeah, I wish. I wish.
Well, Kyle is anyway.
I wish I could be half as famous as people think I am.
Or even a little bit as famous as you think you are.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's a beautiful thing, man. How many more songs did you say you have to get done for the album?
About 3 or 4 more songs and we're done. So we got about 4 done now. So we're gonna make about an 8 to 10 album with a bunch of exclusive live tracks and stuff. It'll be a bunch of fun stuff. So,
no, what do you mean? What do you mean when you say you have to get them done yet? I mean, they're all written and ready to go, right? You just have to get in and sing them and produce them?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of them, I have all the music done. All I got to do is just go sing. And it's just time. That's all it is. I don't have enough time in the day to get it done. I wish I did.
Do you ever take any videos of you singing in the studio?
Oh yeah. I just invested in a bunch of GoPros and stuff to carry around with me now. So that's gonna be fun. So there'll be a lot of backstory footage for everything.
I just love to watch you guys in the studio. I think that's awesome. I would love to get in one of those one day and just sit and watch a song being made.
The next album that we do, we're gonna have a camera guy every time we go in the studio, and we're gonna document everything, and it's gonna be exclusive with the CD.
I can't wait to see it. Do you have anything else out right at the moment that's even close to that?
No, not at the moment. No, we're still working on the music video. That's slow, and then we have the It Gets to Me single out, and then we just put out this single. So it's still slow, but we're working on it. It's just a slow process.
Yeah, I know that is. It's a lot of work to edit a video and get everything lined up just right and go through everything and get what you want so it tells the story. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and it's got to line up. The album title got to match everything, and it's getting there. It's just slow.
Yeah, just the silly little things we do can be, that's a nerve-wracking process for me because I have zero patience.
Oh, I'm the same way. My producers get on me all the time because I get so aggravated. But it is what it is. You can't rush some things. Some things just time has to go through it. So.
Well, this new song, it's
yes, tell us about it. What's it about?
Where I Want to Be. I have it loaded up now, believe it or not. Where'd that come from?
It is the Summertime Blues. It's that song where everybody, when you go on vacation, you just never want to come back. And it's just Summertime Blues is pretty much what you can. Everybody wants to go on vacation. Nobody wants to come home, and it's just where I want to be. So.
We're about like that right now. We just like to leave and never come back.
I'm ready. I was so close to booking me a cruise the other day.
Do you get any vacation time, any off time at all, or is it work and play?
Normally Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Other than that, I'm either gigging or playing in the studio, recording. But after this album's done, we're gonna try to take a little bit of time and maybe we're planning on doing a cruise in 2018. We're gonna be playing one, so we're hoping to get a bunch of groups together and hopefully we can pack it out with a bunch of fun people and just have a good time for 5 days.
Have you spoke to Dave Summers at all? He does. He sometimes takes on bands on cruises and things, but I don't know any more details than that. But
yeah, we have a travel agent that we go through for it. So we just gotta pick a good date that people can afford, and I want everybody to be able to come. These cruises are fairly reasonable price for what you get, and I want everybody to be able to come. Be a good fun family thing.
Well, if you do it after this new EP comes out, you ought to be all right.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping about 2018 should be pretty good. Everybody will be. It gives people enough time to save up and.
Is that what we're calling it these days, an EP or an album? What's the exact title for it now?
This one's not going to be an EP. This one's going to be an album.
I'm used to calling an album, when I think of an album, I think of vinyl because I'm so damn old, but I guess that's just why I was kind of curious what the actually title they use anymore.
Yeah, it's we're not going with EP on this one. It's album for this one. This one's going to be a legit three insert album. That you'll get exclusive access to the lyrics and photos, bunch of other stuff. So it'll be fun. We're going to do a bunch of contests and then we'll get around that area. So.
What's the
I need
difference?
to send you guys a koozie.
What's the difference between an album and an EP? EP is extended play, right?
Yeah. That's a great question. I really don't know.
I'm gonna have to look that
up. A lot of bands call it EP. I don't know. I've never really got into it. I don't know. Good question.
I guess I'll be Googling it.
Sure. Yeah. It's worth a Google, sure.
It is an extended play record, often referred to as an EP. Musical recording that contains more tracks than a single, but is usually unqualified as an album. So, not big enough to be an album, but not small enough to be a single.
Yeah. There you go.
Because I've noticed a lot of you artists, especially some of you independent artists, you have CDs with just like 5 or 6 songs on. So I guess that would
get it out there.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that would.
They normally record about anywhere from 4 to 7 songs, and they just throw it out, trying to get it out there as soon as possible, so people can listen to it. But we're not really rushing. That's why we put out 6 singles, so we can kind of take our time with the rest of the album. Keep people interested and still work on good quality and keeping the rest of the music mainstream and what people want to listen to. So
right, exactly.
That's kind of. Yeah, I didn't want to rush anything, so that's why we did the 2 singles, and then after that, that's going to be released until the album comes out. So we're shooting around Christmas time, so it'll be a good stocking stuffer for everybody.
I was going to say that'd be nice to find that in a pair of stockings, or else Sophia Loren, one or the other.
Yeah. We're going to have digital copies on iTunes, Spotify, iTunes Radio, Google's Play Store. All those stores, and then you can also get it on our. You better get it on our website, the actual album, if you want a hard copy.
I think people like the hard copies even to this day, just for the fact you have something tangible in your hands.
Believe it or not, a lot of people do, and at shows, I get asked all the time for a hard copy of the album, and I guess I'm ready to get it done because I'll be able to sell them like crazy at shows.
It's a shame that they're not as popular as what they should be, though, because a lot of record places, music stores are closing down.
Well, iTunes and all these other outlets, they make it so easy to just buy one individual song instead of buying the whole album, and it's kind of crappy, really, because you want somebody to hear the whole album because the whole album is a story. It's not just one song. The whole album tells you a little bit about that artist, what he or she's about. So.
I agree, and as well, there's always a song on the album, 1 or 2 songs on the album that you're not really keen on. As you keep listening to the album, you really find that you really like them, and they're some of the best ones. They're probably not one of the ones you would pick up from an iTunes store.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to end up a one-hit wonder either.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But that's it.
Did you say you were on break right at the moment?
Yeah, I'm on break. I'm just going back on about 13 more minutes.
Well, whenever you're ready to go, you just say the word.
Oh, I'm just hanging out.
What do they do during a break? People just drink and laugh and wait till you get back?
Yeah, pretty much. They're eating. It's a restaurant, so they're just eating, drinking margaritas and stuff. So.
It must be quite a place.
What's your set list for tonight? What you got to sing?
Tonight, I sang all kinds of stuff from George Strait, some Tracy Lawrence, what else? Pretty much anything you can imagine.
Wow.
It's pretty extensive. Mostly the old stuff, some George Jones, Keith Whitley, and stuff like that.
Do you do any requests while you're there?
Oh, yeah. Every night. I get probably about a handful of requests. So.
Well, I wish we were close enough to come
stay sharp. I'm shooting to move more towards that area. I got my first gig right there in Beaumont, Texas. So it's coming up in August, I think, and then I'm gonna try to move more towards the Dells area.
Oh.
Boy, that'd be nice. Maybe we could make a show. That'd be awesome.
Hopefully we'll be in y'all's area pretty soon.
Well, don't worry. If we show up at one of your shows, you'll know we're there. We can guarantee you that.
We make enough noise.
Hey, that's the kind of people I like. We played last night, and man, the crowds they were crazy. They had a really good time, and they're getting into it. It makes our job so much easier.
Oh, you'll find us in the back standing up. Hey, Ethan!
There you go. Those are my favorite type of people. Those are my best friends.
I'm going to take a spare pair of knickers that I've worn for about a week, and then I'm going to throw them at you.
Yeah.
I'll be like one of those.
The people that are in the back. Yeah, the people that are in the back just screaming. They're hoarse by the end of the night. I love those.
Well, if Donna throws a pair of her undies at you, turn your head because they'll stick.
Hey,
I've got to be one of those crazed fans.
I had a lot of the smaller clubs and stuff we used to play. They used to have bras and fancy stuff on the back of the bar and stuff. It would get crazy. it makes me wonder about the stories,
I bet it does.
Well, you know what I say? If any lands on your face, just savor the flavor.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And never forget my wife's most famous saying of all: any hole's a goal.
Yes, sir.
Dang, that's a good one.
Now, Keith Sampson is on his way if you'll order him some fajitas. He wears a 4-year-old bra. He has never washed that bra in 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he lives down there for Mardi Gras. He goes down there and dances with the trannies all the time.
That's awesome.
He was their queen one year.
He was the queen?
Yeah.
Dang. Now that's one of the stories that I kind of need to know more about.
Too much information, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you there, Ethan. You just love this man. He's something else. Well, hey, we'll let you go back, man, and get back to your show. Thanks for taking a few minutes and yakking with us. I'm just tickled to death that I got the right guy finally.
Yes, and hopefully remind us when your album comes out. Make sure you post it on the Brit page, and hopefully we'll get you on the show, and you can tell everybody about it.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you all so much for having me again.
Absolutely. Have a good night, man. Enjoy the show.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, thank you. Yanki and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Here's a new one from Ethan Wayne. The Right Guy.
The right song from the right guy right here on the Yanki and the Brit Show.
Where I want to be. Yanki and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Let's have ourselves a little chit-chat with old Keith Sampson. What's up, Super Trucker?
Hey, not much there. You get that pickup fixed?
Nope.
Holy cow.
No, about ready to fix it. I got a stick of dynamite out here.
Oh boy, that's
I got
a
it all
catastrophic fix.
I got it all back together. I got the bearings in, the columns all nice and all that crap, and for the life of me, I cannot figure out where the wiring goes. That's the problem. There's no plug showing. There's nothing and I unplugged all that crap about a year ago, so hell if I remember any of it.
And it's probably all the same collar wires and plugs, ain't it?
Well, you would think, but I went to the Ford dealer. They couldn't find nothing. I found a Ford enthusiast chat online, and it takes forever to get an answer from somebody. So my main thing was the bearings were bad, so the steering wheel was all sloppy. Well, I got it fixed, but I need to get it inspected because we won't have a truck in another week if I don't, and it'll be 2 weeks probably before they send me my new sticker. I needed a horn, and the horn button broke when the bearings went out. All that shit got trashed inside, so I replaced everything. But now I don't have a horn, so I bought a little $4 horn button today, and as long as the horn works, that's all they're concerned about. So
that's what I was going to suggest, one of them little buttons or a toggle switch. I have hooked them up to a toggle switch before, but as long as it works.
That sumbitch is getting inspected Monday if it's the last thing I do.
I thought he'd bought a little gimmicky thing, I was like, how is that supposed to work?
Donna keeps this on her desk. I had thought about using this.
Absolutely. Put that out on the left mirror. Hell yeah.
Maybe
actually, you can get two of them, put one on each mirror, and then when she's over in the passenger seat, you just look at her and say, 1, 2, 3, blow, honey, and just reach out and start squeezing them.
Hey, if Randy said 1, 2, 3, blow, honey, I don't think he's talking about the horns.
Yeah.
Here comes blowhole.
Yeah.
Great choice of words there, Keith.
Yeah. I figured I'll just give a little bit of my input in there. Not that it's needed or wanted, but hey, you know.
We'll take it where we can get it. Hey, Keith, while we got you on the phone, go ahead and say hello to Donna Reed.
Hello, Donna Reed. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, Donna Reed demanded that we got you on this show tonight.
Good deal.
I know, she just loves your music.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's why I put it out there for give people options, you know, to listen to something other than the hip hop country that they got out there now.
So what's going on over there with Keith Sampson? Have you got any more music out? Any plans for any more music?
No, I don't have any more music. I don't have any recorded yet. I do have other songs, you know, that I've been playing around with, writing and rewriting. But as far as the CD of mine should be out in the fall here in the truck stops, from what I'm understanding from the record label. And so we're just kind of holding back and see what happens with that before I go back in and start recording some new stuff. But I like to cut a song or two with Mr. Steve Hickman there. Boy, that he's got it going on.
Yes, it needs to happen, doesn't it? Oh,
absolutely.
Yes.
And we're gonna take a vacation in August here, and I'm not going to be able to make it to the truck show because we're going to visit our grandkids up in Missouri, and then I've got my son in Indiana. We're going to make our way over there and then over to Columbus, Ohio for some family time, and then work our way back through to you guys, and then up to New Mexico, and then back down to Arizona. But
so you and Steve are talking about getting together?
Yeah, I've been talking to him about we're going to come over to Indiana, and I'm going to visit my son. He's going to drive down from down to Indianapolis, where I'm going to be at with the RV, and I'm trying to set something up over there at the RV park, and I'm going to see. Hopefully, it's going to be during the week. It's going to be like on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, but I'm going to try to see if Steve has a little bit of free time. Maybe he can ride over to the RV park we're at, the campground, and kick back and meet each other and bang on some guitars or whatever, have a drink.
Won't that be slicker than snot on a doorknob?
That will be.
Got a song in mind, or are you guys going to make it up as you go?
I'll do either. I've got one in mind. I sent him that one that cornfield party that I wrote, and I told him, you know, you look at this and play with it and see what you come up with. I mean, it don't have to stay the way I wrote it. If you got something better, we'll throw it in there. We'll make it work. So
yeah, I mean, if you guys can like sort of practice in the run up to it, and then when you get there, maybe you might just be able to just jam it through. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, and I like to record it on my phone or something, but do a little video or something of it, and then whenever we come to stop through to visit with you guys, I can throw it down on the table and let you see it and hear it or whatever.
Yes,
hell yeah.
Sir.
So I'm gonna try to make that happen. I hope you know how that works. You playing all kinds of crap, and then just about before it's ready to happen, something falls through. But hopefully, if all goes well, we'll be there, and maybe Steve and maybe his wife or a buddy or something can ride down and visit with us and kind of get together and just do something.
Oh, yeah.
Guitars.
I want to sing backup. What's up with your CD? You getting anywhere?
I've been getting quite a few hits on the website from this sign you guys made me, and I put on the back of the trailer. And this fall is what I'm hearing from the record label, that the CDs will be out in the truck stops. They got me, and I think there was a couple other artists, singer-songwriter truckers, Paul Moorhofer, and there was another one. And I think they're trying to put this whole package and display together so they can put them all out there at the same time in the truck stops for this display that they've got created. That's going to kind of highlight all of us. So that's what they're trying to do. Get 2 or 3 of them out there at once in the truck stops.
Is that what takes so long?
Well, I mean, the one guy's got to go back and record a couple other songs and put on his album, but I think as far as, I mean, they don't have to do anything to mine as far as artwork or you know, making me re-record none of the songs or nothing like that. So mine's pretty much cut and dry, ready to go, I guess, until whenever they get the he told me he was working on a display. This was about a month ago, and he said that was pretty close to getting the display done. And they're trying to do a big pitch, just a kind of a big CD party type deal, just like put 2 or 3 of them out at the same time.
Well, tell them, come on now. You're all ready to go. What do you got to wait for just because they can't get their crap together? Come on.
Yes.
Get after those guys.
I guess I'll wait. since you're the one that's shipping them to the truck stops, I mean, hell, I don't think I could get in there by myself, and I don't know the right people. That's one of them things that's kind of like a Nashville thing. If you don't know the right people or the right words to say, you're not getting anywhere.
I'll get my people to contact your people.
Yeah, that's right. You got people. You got peoples too. I got people. We get our.
I got friends in low places, baby.
Boy, does she. You don't even know what low is.
But we enjoy listening to the show and, inviting people over to the show to come and join and listen in and, make comments and try to, we pretty much try to help advertise for the Yankee and the Brit. I think I said something last time. I went into my CD Bab account and looked, and my stuff is selling in Europe and China, and it's got to be because of y'all, because it ain't played nowhere else. So it ain't played. It ain't played on the regular radio, so they got to be hearing it from y'all or somewhere.
Well, we do have listeners in like Norway and all sorts of places. So don't be surprised where your plays come from.
Yeah. I mean, when I looked at that and seen that my stuff was streaming in Europe and China, I was like, holy cow! I mean, how did it get over there? And I would like to meet the interpreter that interpreted twang for them people.
Oh, you got twang?
Just because you got twang don't mean your country.
What's this about this hillbilly bone?
Yeah, what is a hillbilly bone?
Oh, listen to me while I tell you this little tale. I once heard a man in United States. He says to me, "You got twang?" And I say, "No, I got bombs." You must be what they call suicide twanger.
Yeah, a suicide twanger. That's me.
Well, I don't know. We do. We love what we do, and we, of course, we like all you guys, you and Steve, and everybody else that's been to the show.
Kind of all right once you get to know them.
Yeah, after you get to know you guys, you're not quite a bad crowd, but it's getting over the hump, I guess, is the hard part.
Yeah.
But we, I don't know, man. We just I wish the
other way
numbers were
around.
higher.
They're all right until you get to know them. That's more like it.
We seem to have more people listen to the show after we're done doing the show than we do during the show live. And, I think a lot of people seem to like these shows that do these countdowns.
That's because everybody in China is asleep while we're live.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're like a day behind us.
But they catch up the next day to hear Keith Sampson.
But I love it because the you guys you play the current stuff too, but you also kind of highlight the singer-songwriters, the ones that's out there putting it together and doing it, and you don't hear that stuff on other radio stations and airways and stuff because of you don't have a big name behind you or whatever. Then to them, if your song ain't so many beats per minute or whatever, it's not going to get no airtime. It's just not. And,
well, I wish we could get more people to see it that way. I really do. But we play mostly 85-90% of the music we play is all the independent people that have been on our show, and there's enough there. It's so much better that I don't even like playing any of that new Luke Bryan crap or any of that. I just don't care for that stuff, man. But you guys, you all got it going on.
The songwriters that you have on your show, the independents, they're great. They're, to me, I think most of them that's on there is just as good to be played on any radio station. But for some reason, that big name brand, you ain't got it behind you. You don't get nowhere as far as that goes. But I love the different artists and where they come from. Hear a little bit of the background of who they are, what they do. Whether they're electrician, carpenter, coal miner, it doesn't matter. That talent is, they've got talent.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Donna Joe, you, of course, and Steve Hickman and Bobby Johnson and Kyle Daigle, and oh my God, the list is endless. There's so much great music out there, and we play all of that. We don't have any commercials. We don't talk about politics. We don't take no shit. We just eat our M&Ms. You know how that goes.
You know how that goes, big nose.
We
And
love our M&Ms.
I would just think we'd have a better following than we do, and I just want more. And I'm not being greedy. I just there's so much good music I want to share with everybody.
Oh, absolutely. And there, the different singer-songwriters and stuff that don't know about you, that's why I kind of help advertise also, because I want them to, contact you guys and say, hey, here's what I am, here's what I do, let me send you some of my stuff and see if it's worthy, and, kind of, as long as it's put together halfway decent to where it's, it's not going to blast the bass, or, as long as everything's in tune, kind of, in pitch, it's been mastered pretty close to not excellent, but pretty darn good.
Yeah,
it's something that'll play on the radio without too much lead or not too much, but just too loud. As long as everything's leveled out pretty good.
Yeah, and those people, we even play music from people that aren't that good, but they're trying, and everybody starts at the bottom. You start
Absolutely.
singing out like when you're a young man or young girl, you start out, you can't hit the notes right, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and as you get better, I don't mind playing those once in a while. That gives people that little, I don't want to say, well, yeah, I guess an ego boost, to think, gee, I could sound better if I did. I want them to hear themselves so they can decide if they want to carry on. And the people
Absolutely.
that are great. I also think that the people that are, like you and I keep saying Steve, but they just come to mind easily. You guys that know what you're doing and know how to sing those songs and stuff, there's a lot of people like you, and, they're invited to call in anytime they want. They don't have to just be an interview with us. We look for crazy people to call in and give us a ration of shit.
We don't even have to ask for crazy people. They just...
I want more, though.
Keith
I want those people that look at our numbers and say, well, I'm not going to waste my time with them because they're not that big of a deal, Well,
Shit.
I want you to call, though, because you may not think we're a big deal, but we think you're a big deal, and we want you to come say hello to your listeners, the people that make you who you are.
That's right. You get that, big head and start thinking that you're too good for this or you're too good for that. And to me, that tells me right off the bat that you're already too big for your britches, and how the hell are you going to get fans, or how are you going to sell your music if you think you're better than the fans that you want to listen to your music?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we had an Irishman, Jesus Criminy, from Ireland call. Could hardly understand the man talk, Jordan Mogi, but his music is friggin' fantastic, man. I love the way the guy sings, and he's got that James Dean look about him, I mean, the guy's got it all going on. I love when people like that call, especially from other countries. Indy Rosser had called us and talked to us, and he does some pretty decent music and stuff. There's all kinds of cool stuff out there, and it's just like you got to keep reminding these people every 5 minutes, call us, be part of the show. Come on, we don't do commercials. We don't talk. We don't stick our nose into your business. We just want your music.
Yeah, and I've said the same. Get into the chat room. You can make comments. I said the host, Yanki and the Brit, they'll come back and make comments to your comments, and other people. I mean, you can interact with everybody in that chat room if you don't have a chance to pick up the phone and call, or you're driving or something like that or whatever, you pull over, you got the phone or the interaction there in that chat room also. Plus you're listening to, some good music.
We need a couple Swift drivers to call in so we can get some of those excellent crash sound effects for our show.
Damn, wait till I'm not beside of one of them. if you get one to call in, ask them where they're at, which way they're going.
I can hear it now. God damn it, Yankee! I got a dent in the side of my truck from a Swift driver calling into your damn show.
Because on Fridays, but before Vicky gets ready to lay down, take her nap over to the Texas line from Tucson, then I'll have her to put the Yankee and the Brit show on. And you can see that I'm there, but I'm not making comments about anything. But I can listen and hear everything that everybody's saying and all the music and all that stuff. But I'm driving at that point there, and I could just about hear if you said, "Hey, where are you at, driver?" And they said, "Oh, I'm here at mile marker such and such and such and such," and I'll know exactly who to be watching out for.
That's right. Well, I'm glad you're over there at the 133, because I'm going to hang back here at the 136 till you wipe it out, and then I'll pass on by.
Exactly right. I'm going to either pass you or I'm just going to slow down.
You probably better to slow down and back it off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Where are you folks at now?
We are over here in Louisiana. We should be over in Alabama sometime this evening, later on tonight, and then Sunday, of course. We're pretty much off all day Sunday, sitting over there, and deliver Monday.
Oh, so you're in the big truck?
Yeah.
All righty then.
We'll do our little vacation deal in August, I think our plans are right around August the 16th or something to head over that way and try to get back by the house or back to the house after our big round trip here by Labor Day or therefore just a little after.
Boy, you're going to burn up some fuel dragging that Lamborghini around.
Yeah. Did you see that little CRV I bought?
No, did you really?
Yeah, I did buy a little CRV. I bought a because you can tow them 4 wheels down. I did not know when I bought this, or even before I bought this, that there's only certain makes and models of vehicles that you can tow behind an RV 4 wheels down on the ground.
Right.
And so when I started researching that, both vehicles we have, which is a Dodge Ram 2500 pickup and then a Toyota, neither one of them can be towed 4 wheels down. And I didn't want to buy a Dolly because you see them things sway all over the place all the time. Then you blow a tire on that, and then you probably lose your car and everything else. So we started looking at what you can buy and can't buy. And so we found a little Honda CRV, which is a towable vehicle 4 wheels down on the ground. So that we got that set up, and we're going to be dragging that thing across the U.S. with us.
Probably around the 3rd.
That should be interesting.
Probably around August the 3rd. Yeah, you ought to see me get in and get out of that thing.
Have you learned to back it up yet?
The CRV or the RV?
Both together.
No, I've not even had them hooked up together. I had to take the car and drop it off at a body, not a body shop, but a RV shop, and they have to install this Blue Ox base plate with a wiring pin plug on it and all that stuff. And so I've got the RV back, but I hadn't pulled it, so I don't know how easy or hard it's going to be to back up, but I would bet it's probably not going to be easy since it's so short.
Do you have to, what the hell was like, shit, just like that, I forgot. Pulling that thing around, I was going to ask you something about that. I don't know.
On certain RVs, I think they have to be bigger than 42 foot. If an RV is bigger than 42 foot, then I think you do actually have, I don't know if it's in all states, but I think you do have to have a Class B license, which I didn't know that any RVers had, a different license other than a driver's license. But I think if it's bigger than 42 foot, you do have to have at least a Class B license because it has mine has air brakes on it.
Oh, there you go. Do you have? This is what I was going to ask. Do you have to have extended mirrors on that so you can see what you're hauling around back there?
No, because it's got a rear camera on the RV, so I can still look and see everything behind me through that camera that's on the dash. That they put that stuff in these RVs not to you can't be looking at this and looking at that, but they put a whole damn camera screen right there in front of you so you can see everything around you. You don't even have to look out the window.
How do you think that'll be compared to, the old habits of checking your mirror every few seconds?
I don't know, because unless I put little fiberglass antennas or something, them white poles with the orange flag on it, unless I put them on both sides, I will not be able to see it. And I'll be always looking back there for it.
Well, I shouldn't change your habits as far as looking in the mirrors, but being able to see what the hell you're pulling around, that's, I don't like when I can't keep an eye on my load.
Oh, me neither. And if I happen to be driving down the highway and I see my little car passing me, I'm going to know something come unhooked because I couldn't see that when I left.
Honest, officer, it was there when I left the house.
I was like, honey, check the camera. Is the car still back there?
Well, Mr. Sampson, I just wrote your Honda a ticket for 150 miles an hour in a 60-mile-an-hour zone.
my Honda was passing the RV, and it's still dragging the cables.
Lord knows it wasn't me.
It was being driven by a 4-year-old bra.
Yeah, it was being driven by the 4-year-old bra. What's that crusty stuff on the back glass here? Pick that off there. Boy, if I could take a picture or a video of this guy that I see in my rear view mirror, y'all would be impressed. This guy has been out here for 20 minutes trying to wipe black marks off of the side of his Snyder trailer because he don't want his company to know that he sideswiped something. And he's at the last panel, and he's out here trying to wipe black marks off of it. And they're not coming off. I don't know what he's wiping it with, but the marks are still on there. He just keeps wiping away. I think I'll take a picture of this guy whenever I hang up the phone. I'll get my wife to take a picture, but he's back there wiping his ass off. I think he sideswiped something with his Snyder trailer, and he's got a gallon of water and a rag, and he's out there trying to wipe these black marks off the rear back panel, and they're not coming off. He just keeps wiping away.
Got to do this before I get back to the yard.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He must be heading to the Snyder yard because he's trying to get them marks off of there.
I got to tell you, I did a boo-boo like that one time over in New York City. You know how they mark the height for those bridges? They measure from the curb instead of the damn street. And I was flying around over there in Brooklyn somewhere, and I saw this bridge coming up. I said, man, that shit don't feel right. And I jumped over in the gutter right along the curb, and all I heard was a little zzz. And I was like, oh, what the fuck was that noise? So I got where I was going, and I walked around the trailer, and I looked everywhere, and I didn't see anything. And I said, man, something ain't right. I got to go up there and look. I went up and looked. I crawled up the hinges on the door because there was no way to get up there from the tractor. And down the whole right side, it had peeled off a strip of metal about probably a 1/4 inch wide, the whole length of the trailer. And by the grace of God, man, you could lift the roof right off of there and look right inside the trailer.
Oh, my God.
You know, it was like opening a can of sardines, how it was all curled up, hanging there on the back of the trailer. I got up there, man. Yeah. I got me some gray duct tape, and they said, well, go drop and hook over there at General Electric. I was like, gone like a cool breeze. I never heard a word. Unbelievable, man. Freaky shit.
Oh, yeah, you can get into some tight binds, tight places with these that you wouldn't expect and be too close to a tree or a tree branch or, anything, a building or whatever, and think that you just got a couple inches and you're going to clear it, and then all of a sudden it's there. By the time you stop, it's already done the damage. It's already done.
Oh, yeah. Boy, does it do some damage. That pucker factor is something else, too.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. If I heard that, I'd be thinking the worst. I'd be wanting to stop immediately, but up in New York, you can't just stop in the middle of the road.
Hell no. Are you kidding me?
You'll get run over or robbed or killed or something.
So you got any new songs?
The songs I've been working on, I've got one that I've been working on recently, last probably about a month or so, and it's called Truck Driving Women. It's about women. It's kind of more of an upbeat, kind of a rhythmic song, talking about women kind of can do it just as good as any man, talking about driving a truck and the respect that they just want the respect they deserve. That's kind of the whole gist of the song, but it's a pretty good song. I play it most of the time on the guitar there, but I want to get it right before I send it to the recording studio so that they'll know exactly which way I'm going with this. I mean, I pretty much got it, but just a few things that I want to work out as far as instruments, what I think I hear in it or something.
Very good. Well, before we cut you loose, we're already been about a half hour here. You never know it. Do you have any opinions on the Truckers Had Enough Operation Black and Blue?
No, I've not researched that enough to kind of know exactly what everything is about. I mean, I know a lot of people get into the ELDs and they want to throw this in there and throw that in there and just kind of the truckers. I haven't researched that enough. I've seen, I think, a couple postings on Facebook about it, but I didn't go in there and read them. So I wouldn't give an opinion, an honest, educated opinion, until I read up on exactly what they're talking about.
All right. Are we going to get to see you and your dad live on Facebook again?
Do what's that?
We going to get to see you and your dad singing again anytime soon?
My father-in-law, he's...
Oh, is that who it was? Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. He can sing. He's got that old style in him, and he's got that loud, powerful voice. He keeps telling me, he says, let's go in the room and sing something. Let's go in the room and sing something. Well...
He must be enjoying it, though. He must get a kick out of that.
He loves it. He loves it.
Well,
but he loves it. So, yeah, well, we'll be listening in tonight on our way over to there. Vic, you'll be driving, and I'll be listening and making comments on you guys. And then Sunday, of course, you doing that Sunday evening too?
We might do one tomorrow night. We're not sure yet, but
maybe if anything, probably for about an hour or so.
Yes.
Uncle Larry's got his birthday tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
All right, mi amigo, go truck a music. Yankee and the Brit, yes, Yankee and the Brit.
One is a genius, the other's a twit. On the radio, the genes have been spliced. The Yankee and the Brit, 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 Brit.
Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Hope everything's coming through all right, nice and clear. The board froze up, so we're just winging it over here, doing what we can to make it all come together. You know how that goes. I hate to go back to that new board. I can't stand that damn thing. It's a friggin' pain in the ass.
And last time when we used that board, it cut us off halfway through an interview. And
I
you've
know.
got something disgusting.
It's all fucked up.
Yeah. See
It's
that?
all fucked up.
Look.
What is it? Booger?
Yeah, it's hanging out your nose.
Big one or a little one?
Sorry, I had to tell you.
Oh, it's just a little one. That ain't nothing.
We might be on air.
I didn't feel
I've
anything.
got nothing to hide.
I didn't feel anything fluttering when I was breathing in and out, so I
you breathing in and out,
didn't
yeah.
know there was anything there.
No.
Look at that. Donna Reed made sure I got home for the show tonight. You were such a doll.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, Thomas says it sounds all right, so that's the key to the whole thing right there.
Yeah, last time it cut us off right in the middle of Bob Kennedy's interview, and then last week it cut us off, didn't it?
Uh-huh.
About 20 minutes before the end of the show, and you guys were all stuck in the wrong chat room again.
And somebody requested a Bob Kennedy song, and I'm going to see if I can get that arranged somehow here once I figure out how to get around all this, but we'll manage. Don't you fret none about that. Keith's in a Volvo. Keith's in a Volvo. You got a Volkswagen. Oh, well. Truck's a truck, I reckon.
Cora, baby! There's Cora, look.
There's Cora. Hello, love. How are you?
Hey.
You missed all the good stuff. Or was she here earlier?
I'm really not sure.
Oh, what the hell? You usually keep track of that stuff.
I try my
What's the matter
hardest.
for you? Alrighty. Anyways, we'll move along over here.
I was too busy entertaining that Keith Sampson, you know. He was chomping at the bit to get on the phone. You know what he's like.
Donna went looking to buy an RUV, an SUV, one of those funky big things. That. Anyways, did you find something you like? Those are expensive. Go buy an old beat-up pickup truck. That's much more fun than a damn SUV. Go get yourself like a 74, 75, 76 Ford F-150. Four-wheel drive. Nice truck. Oh, I miss mine. Oh. Coolest trucks ever. A 1990 Buick. That's pretty old. Shit, that's older than my truck is. 6 years older. Jesus Christ, how old is that thing?
And we thought that we found the answer to our little problem today, because about a year ago, when Randy pulled the horn thing out, I remember Randy giving me this little black thing and telling me to put it in the glove box. So I was convinced that was the answer to the problem. It's that thing that's been in the glove box for the past year. But no.
And I couldn't remember what it was. Then when I looked at it, it's like, oh, hell, that's the friggin' relay for the horn. I pulled it out and shut the horn up. Jesus.
So can't you put it back in? Oh, look. There is a caller. Let's
much
plug
good
it
if you don't
in and
plug it
see
in,
who
is
it
it?
is.
What we got over here, then?
Hello.
Hello. I just wanted to call back and answer any questions Miss Donna Reed has for me.
Oh, okay. Well, here he is, Mr. Keith Sampson. And I know Lee was asking about whereabouts in Missouri you were going. I think that's what he said.
Oh,
anyway.
he said he's going to Alabama.
Bama. Where in Bama are you going to?
I can't say where in Alabama I'm going to because of the. I just have to say I'm in Alabama.
Is it like highly secret?
Yes, very, very.
Oh, well, we won't tell anybody.
Oh, okay. I can tell you in secret.
He said he's going to freaking Bama. Bama.
Yeah. Whoever wants to know, I'm going to a Popeyes and get me some chicken. It's where I'm going to.
Oh, baby. Is that like a hick sticky fried chicken?
Yeah, that's like a Hicks. Well, it's not really a Hicks sticky, but it's a Kentucky Fried Chicky Plicky Sticky place.
That sounds like it's been hick sticked.
Yeah. I'm sure Hicks Dickus chicken is probably way better than Popeye's.
Well, come on, Donna Reed. Where's your questions
Donna
now?
Reed, we are waiting for your questions.
Yep. Boom, 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 boom.
Shut up a minute. We have a question from Donna Reed. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
Alive.
Retired. Retired.
Retired?
Yes, I see myself retired and hopefully still alive.
In
Hopefully.
10 years? 10 years is like a drop in the bucket.
Oh, easy. I've been doing this trucking thing for 30 years. I haven't done it all and seen it all, but I've done and seen enough.
Oh, amen, bro. I heard you.
How old are you now?
I am 53.
50? You are
Jesus
not.
Christ, am I that much older than you are?
not
God
50.
damn.
No, he doesn't really look that old, does he?
No.
I'm
he
still a
doesn't-
baby.
You don't look a day over 93 and a half.
Thank you so much. I mean, I'm preparing early for my retirement. I'm going to Walmart and Costco and buying all the Depends I can get, and I'm stockpiling those.
Oh, jeez. Thomas wants to know how many deer you hit.
In my lifetime, or I've totaled probably about 10, 12 deer. I've hit one elk and about 10 or 12 deer, bucks and does, more doe than bucks.
Has it ever caused a lot of damage to your lorries?
Yeah, well, not to the load itself, but to the truck. I mean, I think the highest priced deer I hit was in Florida. It was a doe, and it was about $12,000.
Was it a female deer? Like a doe a deer? A female
Yeah,
deer?
yeah. It's a female. That bitch ran right out in front of me.
You ever have any come up through the windshield?
No, I have a brush guard on the front of my truck now, a big stainless steel one, because of the deer that I hit in Florida, the does that I hit in Florida. But that elk, actually I didn't hit it. My wife hit it. She was driving across 30 in Wyoming, coming across 30 from Idaho, and she hit an elk, but the elk was standing in the road looking at her in the windshield when she hit that.
Oh, damn. Holy crap.
Oh,
Damn.
Vicky.
And I had a 379 extended hood Peterbilt when we hit that, so you know how tall the hood is on a Peterbilt, and that elk was looking right over the hood at her.
Yeah. Hey, Donna wants to know, when did you start singing and who do you look up to besides us?
Yeah, I was going to say, he should say that he looks up to the Yankee and the Brit.
Yeah, I look up to the Yankee and the Brit,
Hey.
obviously. I mean, that's I mean, I like the
Liar.
George Jones, Johnny Cash. I mean, Charlie Pride. You know, I mean, all the that to me is original country music. That's where the roots came from, I believe. And I mean, the older singers like that, they really wrote songs that told stories, and they didn't need all this dynamic sounds and all this other stuff. It was just a microphone and a band, 2 or 3 piece band, and it was just plain country. And that's that's who I look up to, the older generation. I won't say older generation, but the earlier generation when it was country music.
When you were young and short-legged, what did you used to listen to? You know, like when you was a kid.
Well, I mean, I listened to everything from Jackson 5 to Eddie Arnold to, I mean, growing up back then, it was kind of anything that was on TV that was that somebody played an instrument. I wanted to listen and learn and watch and try to play. But I started playing the guitar when I was about 8 years old. I actually learned to play my first song probably when I was about 9 or 10, and then I started writing songs. You wouldn't want to hear my first songs that I wrote. Thank God I have forgotten those.
Oh, but hopefully
but
they're on a recording somewhere, yeah?
They couldn't have been no good, I'm telling you, because, I mean, if I seen a girl next door that I liked, it was like 1 or 2 lines. I was in love. I done wrote a song, and I'm ready to go to Nashville.
She wanted to know if you'd recorded any of them. Hell, they didn't even have recorders when you was a youngin'.
No, we didn't. We couldn't afford a recorder. I mean, our recorder was, Mom say something, you repeat it, she bust your ass.
That's right. I got proof of that.
Yeah. And she said, "Stop mocking me."
What?
When did you start singing? You know, when did you start going, la?
Oh, actually, when I was probably 6 or 7 years old, just in the first grade. I used to get up every morning. This old TV show, I don't know how many people remember this, but I'm going way back now.
Because you're so old.
Yeah, because I'm so old. It's called the Sleepy Jeffers Show, and this guy would get on there and he would play guitar. It was just kind of just a TV show early morning, and I would get up and get the broom and stand in front of that TV in my underwear and play the songs with a broom. I would scrape the broom, that straws on that broom. I tore so many brooms up, I can't even tell you how many brooms I've torn up.
Has anybody got any mental images going on in the head right now? Because I did bleach.
Standing there in my underwear while my brothers took their shower, and then I was last because I wanted to play the broom.
Thomas wants to know what your first guitar was.
It was an old cheap guitar. It was they're not like department stores, but it's a old G.C. Murphy's. It was actually the only department store we had in our whole town, and it's nothing like a Walmart or Kmart. It's probably 2 steps below Dollar General now, if it even exists. But
like a 5 and dime?
Yeah, it was a 5 and dime. That's exactly what it was. It was just an old. It didn't even have a name on the guitar. My uncle bought it for me, and I think he gave like $27 for it.
They have real strings on it or plastic?
Had real strings. Had real copper strings on it.
Imagine that.
They didn't last very long. I was trying to learn to play it because my uncle was the only one that could play, so I would watch him, and every time he came down, he brought his guitar, and then he would leave, and I would try to play the same thing that he did, and my older brother was kept messing with me and reaching over, plucking the strings, and I just got up and wrapped it around his back and busted it all to pieces, and that was it. I needed another guitar because I got pissed.
So did you ever hear your favourite song while you was in Walmart when you were a kid and run down the cleaning section, grab the nearest sweeping brush and strip off into your underpants while you were a kid? Did you ever feel the urge?
I tell you what, I would love to go sliding through Walmart in my socks and underwear like that Tom Cruise movie.
Well, you wanted attention, you'll get it.
Oh, yeah. You see them things that happens in Walmart all the time. I don't think this would be out of the ordinary.
Probably not, but I just wonder how many listeners you'll get over there at the Gray Bar Motel.
Yeah, I might have people trying to run over me with them shopping cart things, them electric things you drive down the aisle.
Electric trolleys.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I know what I'll do. I'll just go to the toy section and get me a skateboard, and I'll stand on that and just grab a hold of somebody on the back of that and let them ride me through the store.
Jesus Christ. And I thought I was a whack job doing the Ministry of High Walks through Home Depot.
Well, we've seen a few things for people to get attention, publicity. Well, Keith Sampson's just topped it.
Yeah, I'll probably need somebody to video this because I want to do the before and after. That way, you'll know I was not insane when I went in there. I just did this for a joke.
Hey, Donna's got another good question here. Did you buy that cowboy hat?
I did buy that cowboy hat. The Stetson hat, and I had it. I've ordered it, and it should be at the house probably next Monday, I think it said. But
ooh la la.
I know. It's like I don't have the opportunity or the chance to go to the Western stores and shop around. So I went online. I shopped around. I went to Stetson and I bought it from them, and they're shipping it. And then I'll shape it and put it on.
Wow, we got to get a picture of that here real quick.
That's one of the first things I did when I got to Texas. I was like, Randy, take me to buy a hat. So we went to a hat place in Denton, and oh my gosh, I was like, oh, this hat is so cool, and Randy was like, you're wearing it backwards. I was like, fine.
Didn't know the front from the back.
I still don't. I've got about 4 cowgirl hats, and I still don't know the front from the back.
I did. I bought one from Justin Boots over there in Justin, Texas, outside of Denton.
Oh yeah.
I bought my first cowboy hat there, and we moved, and I kind of bought it a little big, and I thought maybe that my head would swell up sooner or later and I would grow into it, but it never did. It never did. So I stuffed it with toilet paper, and it still kept coming down over my ears, so I gave it away, and I'm going to buy one that fits now.
Well, you wait till you get that next CD out. It'll fit.
Yeah, exactly. I shaved my head and I've measured it. I'm like 6.5. So I got a small head, and so I got to buy like the small or the extra small, like the kids section. I have to go to the kids section when I buy hats.
There was nothing shameful in your interview that we did with you earlier, but you've certainly made up for it now.
Hey, Donna wants to know two things. What's your favorite food, and what do your kids think about you being a singer?
My favorite food, well, I would have to say it's meat and potatoes. I don't like seafood. I don't eat seafood. I don't eat none of the seafood, no shellfish, none of that. So it's meat and potatoes. I can eat potatoes all day, every day. As a matter of fact, I eat them every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I have potatoes with everything. I don't care what it is. It could be popcorn. I want fried potatoes with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I'm a meat and potatoes guy 100% through and through. And my kids, I mean, they sing, and they love it whenever I sit down and break out the guitar and we're all together, just cooking out or whatever. They it's like, get the guitar, and they want to sing and play and, want me to sing. I sing everything from Kid Rock to Leonard Skinner to Johnny Cash to George Jones to, everything in between. I can play and sing just about, I won't say anything, but pretty much some of the current stuff and definitely a lot of the older stuff.
Well, when you get over here, there ain't going to be none of that Kid Rock shit.
I play that song only God knows why. That song is just like stuck in my head.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. When I pick up a guitar, I play Tracy Chapman too. That's one of her first hits, I think. Give Me One Reason to Stay Here, and I'll turn right back around. That's kind of a bluesy,
Yeah.
That's what she is anyways. I love that.
That's an awesome song.
I tell you what, I thought Tracy Chapman was a man all these years. There was a song that was on in the UK it was always on the radio for years and years and years. And I always thought that Tracy Chapman was a man.
I did too. When I first seen her on MTV, that's when that was, popular and big and famous and all that. Whenever I seen her on that, I swore to God it was a man. I swore to God it was a man.
Yeah, what's that song? Something like... I can't remember.
Well, Give Me One Reason, Fast Car, two of her famous ones.
Yeah, you got a fast car.
Yeah, that one. That's the song that I heard for years on the radio, and I always thought it was a man. And I've just realised what Donna Reed in the chat means about the questions, about how we didn't ask you any questions. I think she probably means your famous 10 questions, your famous 10 interview questions. I wasn't sure what she meant when she said we never asked the questions.
Well, we had him on the show before, so I didn't want to do that again.
Yeah, but we've had Keith on the show like twice, and he already knows these questions inside out.
Have you got the other interview on YouTube?
Yeah.
See, Donna, you can go there and you can hear the original one, and we did ask him those questions back then. I'm pretty sure we did. I think everybody's been asked those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much think everybody that I've heard you guys interview has been asked in, but if you want to know something, you ask me. I'll tell you whether
you like it or not.
Okay.
Yeah, you might regret asking me that question because I'm pretty straight front and I'm honest about it.
Hey, where are you from originally? Where were you born?
West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia. We lived in Kanawha County, West Virginia, actually, and it's within the Charleston city limits. And I was born and raised there, and I moved out of West Virginia when I was 17. Moved down to Florida for 2 or 3 years, and then I moved back to West Virginia. It's like one of them things you move out and you move back and you move out and you move back. I've done that about 3 times, but this time here has been the longest time that I've been out of West Virginia, which has been probably, I'd say, every bit of 15, 20 years.
And where are you at now, Missouri?
Right now, we live in Tucson.
Oh, all right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay.
We used to live in Missouri, right outside of Springfield, a little town called Seymour, but then we moved from there to Dallas, Texas, because of the job. It was I could get home more often, and then we done that for about 6 years over there, 10 years actually, and then we just recently we've been over here about 8 years. So now I've packed up and moved out of Texas to Tucson because I can get home on a weekly basis pretty much. And Vicky's mother and father-in-law No, Vicky's mother and father is with us, and so they're out here in Tucson. They moved from Delaware, so we're gonna keep it planted here until see what happens.
Well, hell, we could be related. My whole mom's side of the family's from old West Virginia.
Ah, that's a comforting thought.
Not too far from not too far from Charleston, actually. Up there closer to Ripley is where they are.
I used to live up there in Ripley, up in Jackson County. I actually wrote a song about Jackson County, West Virginia, and we lived up there for about 7 years, and I love it up there. It's just the mountain air, the beautiful scenery, the grass, the trees. It's way better than the city life. I'd rather kind of be outside of town instead of in town.
Well, how long did you live around that part?
I lived in Jackson County for 7 years. We lived at the Ripley exit. If you got off the 132 there, and then made a left and went out to 33 there, over to Route 2. We lived right there off of Route 2, and or you could come in from the Ravenswood end. I used to pull out of that plant there, that Ravenswood aluminum plant. Used to be Kaiser Aluminum way before Ravenswood Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Yeah, I hauled dross cubes out of that place.
Aluminium.
Aluminium, that's it, exactly.
We've hauled. We used to haul a lot of coils, aluminum coils. That was our main source of freight right there. I mean, we lived there, and we would go over and load and take off and head to the East Coast and turn around and come back and do it again.
Hey, so if you're like me, you probably did a lot of roaming around the countryside around there. You ever hear of a place called Left Hand?
West Hand?
Yep.
No.
Johnson
That's
Creek?
where your mum was born, Randy.
Johnson Creek?
I have heard of Johnson Creek.
Well, Left Hand is right next to it. My mom was born there.
Holy cow.
Damn old redneck hillbillies.
Yeah.
Great grandpa had a blacksmith shop down there. That's how he made his living.
Yeah, buddy, that's an honest dollar if I ever heard, and a hard dollar too.
Oh, he was a tough old buzzard, I'll tell you what.
I hope I live. Well, I think I've lived half as long as my relatives. I hope I live as long as they did. I don't know. They didn't care about no diets. They ate meat and potatoes and shit out of the field. So I'm just gonna keep eating it. It's not killed me yet, and I'm just not going to stop.
Yeah, but you know what the difference is between then and now? They worked it off. They could eat anything, and they work it off. Nowadays, you eat that shit, and you sit in front of the computer and get fat and don't do anything.
Yep, and sit behind the steering wheel of a truck. I mean, don't get a lot of that exercise, that's for sure. I'm pretty active, though, when I'm home. I like to do. I don't like to sit still unless I'm just done for the day, but I like to get up and move around, go do something, find something to do.
Well, ever since I quit driving, I'm still dragging that damn trucker belly around.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to get rid of once you put it on there. That's for sure.
You know, in this time of year, too, it's supposed to be 100 again all for the next couple weeks or so, damn close to it or more. Come the next Thursday and Friday, it's supposed to be like 102 or 3 degrees, so it'll be like 110 or so. I can't do shit, man. I don't go outside and do anything, so that just makes it even worse, you know.
Yeah, the humidity and the heat, it's just unbearable. It's like that in Tucson. I mean, it's 105, 110, you know. I mean, that's just too hot to go do anything. Hell, you'd have to drink a gallon of water, you know, to do an hour and a half's work.
Oh, I just can't stand the heat. And, you know, you was talking about living in Wet Vagina over there. That's where I was fixing to move to at one time, was go to West Virginia and live there, but I can't do the winter weather anymore. The cold tears my hands up, so I had to settle for someplace warm.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I understand that totally, because I don't know that I have arthritis or nothing yet, but I think I'm in the early stages of it, because my hands and knuckles hurt all the time, and, you know, I stretch them out before I go to start playing the guitar now, where I didn't used to. I could just pick up a guitar and start playing it, but now if I'm not holding it just right, I get a cramp in my hand and my thumb, and I can't hold on to it, and I have to, you know, pull it back and stretch for a minute or so and try to re-grip it.
Well, I'm not going to say it happens to everybody, but I'm 59, and when I turned like the end of 57 years old, 58 years old, everything started catching up with me.
That's because you married me.
Is that what it is? Hey, Thomas wants to know, what's the weirdest thing you ever hauled?
The weirdest thing I've ever hauled was the Jurassic Park dinosaurs, where they do that Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
I actually hauled those mechanical dinosaurs.
No shit.
Out of California, and they actually rent those. I'd haul them out of California back to Texas, and that's where there's a warehouse up there that has those mechanical dinosaurs that they, make the mouth move and the fake flames and to make the tails move and make them walk and stuff. And they're huge. I mean, they're big. I think I actually have some pictures of me loading them things. They have to, deprogram them and put them on these carts and roll them up in there. But I think I got like two or three dinosaurs and a hippo or something up in a 53-foot trailer, and that was it. It was full.
A hippo.
And they're not easy to strap down either, because there's nowhere to strap a hold of one of them things. You just gotta go over top of them and underneath of them.
You got to be kind of gentle with them, don't you?
Yeah, because there's sections of them that come apart, and if you strap down too hard on them, you'll break it apart, and then that's where all the mechanics is of it. And then you're up shit creek without a paddle. Then you probably just bought a dinosaur you can't do nothing with.
You probably bought one you can't pay. Them damn things, all the work and time they put into those, and all those little servo motors and all that crap. Shit, you got your balls in a sling right there.
Oh yeah, you better hope you got a good insurance plan, and that's all I can say. But yeah, that was the strangest thing I've ever hauled, was them Jurassic Park dinosaurs for that movie.
What's the lightest thing you ever hauled? Load of peanuts?
Lightest thing I've ever hauled? Well, no. Actually, I have put one box in the trailer that weighed like 7 pounds and strapped it to the wall with a 2-inch strap and blocked around it, blocked it and braced it, and took off with about a 7-pound box in a 53-foot trailer.
Yep.
Exclusive use. Shut the doors, lock them up. It's their trailer. You can't pick up nothing else. That box got to go from point A to point B.
Ain't that some crazy shit right there?
How far did this 7-pound box travel?
Yep, that box, I'm telling you, it didn't move. I mean, I was actually asked the shipper if I could put it up in the cab of the truck, and they said no.
How far did you haul it?
We took it from Whiteman Air Force Base in Missouri to over to St. Charles, Missouri.
Oh, at least you didn't go across the country with it. They'd probably had a guard following you.
Yeah. It was out there. It was it wasn't nothing special. It was just lightweight, and they wanted it moved. And I think it was supposed to be for an expediter truck, and they actually wasn't able to get an expediter truck in, so they said, okay, bring that 53-foot in here. We'll put it in there.
Okay, are you ready for your random 10 questions?
Boom, 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 boom.
Because we have some
okay.
tunes to play before we finish.
All right, one more question from Donna.
Go on then.
How long you been an over the road driver?
30 years. I've been doing it for 30 years.
And I thought 20 was enough.
1980. It was November of 1986 when I started.
Oh my gosh.
3 years before I did.
Yeah, it don't seem like that either. I actually volunteered for that job back then.
How'd you get? I got to ask you. I know we're just yabbling on here about trucker stuff with Keith Sampson and the Yankee and the Brit, but how did you get started? I mean, did you just want to be a truck driver? Did you just walk in and talk the talk? How did you actually get your first driving job?
No, I didn't. I wasn't. I had no intentions or desires to even drive a truck or nothing. I wasn't.
I think you wooed them in your underpants and your sweeping brush.
That's exactly what it was. I wooed them in the break room because it was in the winter time, and I had asthma pretty bad back then. So the plant that we worked in was kind of an open bay. It was no heat or nothing. They had some big heaters in there, but you had to go stand by it if you wanted to get warm. And I was a steel stripper, and I stripped steel with a blowtorch.
Oh God!
And then the driver of the two, they had two trucks, and the driver quit. And then the boss came in the break room while we're all in the break room. There's welders, painters, sandblasters, and me, the steel stripper. And they said, does anybody in here know how to drive a truck? And I said, I do. And he said, load that truck up and follow me to the plant. And when I pulled out of there, I only had to go like 20 miles. But it took me 15 miles to find all the gears. It was a. and by the time I got back to the shaft, I'm telling you, that's exactly what it sounded like going down the road. Every gear, I had no idea You was even supposed to double clutch a truck. I was pushing the clutch in, and that was not going into gear. It was a big Ford cab over CL9000, 13-speed.
Jeez,
and I had no idea what that button was on the side of the shifter. I just kept starting and stopping and starting and stopping. I could only get like 4 gears, and then I didn't know where else to go. I slowed down and stop and start all over.
And that was you hired.
I finally got to the plant. When I got to the plant, the boss was up there in the other truck, and I said, "Hey, I don't want to seem stupid here, but I've never drove a truck before, and I can't get this thing to go past 4 gears." And he said, "Are you flipping the splitter?" And I said, "What splitter?" And he said, "That button on the gear shift." I said, "Is that what that's for?" He said, "Yeah, flip that frontwards, and then you can grab some more." I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, I'll follow you back." So I did, and it started from there. That's exactly where it started.
That's better than my story.
I'm telling you what, it took me a whole round trip, 40 miles, to figure out how to get that damn thing in 10 gears.
Lord have mercy. We get together, I'll tell you my story then.
Okay, I can't wait.
Oh, it's just your typical walk to walk, talk to talk, and bullshit your way into a truck.
Yeah, I tried that. Went into a couple play after I worked there, because they closed down after 6 months, and so I thought, well, I'll just go get me a job at a trucking company. And I went into a couple of trucking companies, and they said, "Yeah, how long you been driving?" I said, "Oh yeah, I've been a driver." Application hit the trash can before the door closed when I left. So I figured out I just need to go in there and bullshit them. So the company that I went with after that, a gasoline company, is like, "Have you been driving?" And I said, "Yes, sir. I've been driving. I got 2 years over the road experience." I had barely 6 months, and then they put me in a brand new Pete, and I'm thinking, "Oh shit, where's these gears at?"
It's marked right there on the shifter. Can't you read that pattern, boy?
Yeah. Well, now I know what that big plastic button is that goes up and down in a Peterbilt.
Which one? The one on the top or the one on the side? Some of them got 2 of them.
Yeah. This has only got the one on the top.
Oh, you're lucky to get that.
Yeah. But after driving several years or whatever, I experienced going back into a Transtar too, and I drove a 4-star General that wasn't power steering, 8-speed, and I mean I've been in some pretty old school trucks. I haven't done the twin stick. My brother James, he used to drive a dump truck, old Mike, and it was a twin stick, and he would shift gears in reverse going backwards.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I did. I was in a twin stick for a little while. I'll tell you what, man, that basically is like your splitter on the side of your stick, except you got 2 sticks instead of a splitter button. Yep.
You got that one that goes 1 through 4, and then the other one is the gears you're shifting with, and I learned the pattern on that, but I wasn't. I won't say fortunate or unfortunate enough to be able to drive one, but I always wanted to.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, no air seat, no air conditioning, no air ride. Holy shit. Ah, damn, yeah. Man.
That old 5-star General that I drove, GMC, it had air conditioning, but it didn't even have a passenger seat, and I don't think it was air ride, but it damn sure didn't have power steering.
Yeah, I had an old corn binder like that, man. If you didn't have hemorrhoids, you did when you got done with that run.
Yeah, them corn binders, boy, they're tough on the bottom.
Janet's on the chat here waiting for my son-in-law Keith Sampson. What time is he on?
tell her to go to bed. I've already been on.
Press the play button, Janet.
We canceled his show for tonight.
Yeah, tell her I quit.
She gonna whoop your ass, boy.
Yeah, she will when I get home. She'll say, "What?"
You got questions for Keith or what?
I do have
I'm watching the clock over here
questions,
because they don't have the good clock going.
I know you've got some tunes lined up. Okay, your 10 random questions. Do you sing in the shower?
Yes, I do. And actually, I think I sound pretty damn good in the shower.
Do you think it makes you sound... Shut up!
Hey, whenever I want to make a music sound, I put my mouth under the sprayer and go...
Oh, you need to get back to the hills of West Virginia there, boy.
That might be a question I regret asking.
You are red like the dick on a dog.
That's right.
Do you snore?
My wife says I do, but I don't think I do. I've never woke up and caught myself snoring, ever.
You've never heard yourself snore?
Oh,
No.
Both me and Randy have woke ourselves up snoring. I've woke myself up snoring, and so has Randy.
My wife said she'll record.
Hello?
There he goes again. Nice clear signal, too.
I'm all right. Are you there?
There you are.
Yay!
Here I am. I told you they only have 3 towers in Alabama.
And obviously you ain't close to any of them.
Superheroes. Who is your favorite superhero?
My superhero is Almighty Isis, Linda Carter. Woo! I love that red, white, and blue outfit she used to wear. Man, I tried to buy me one of them, but they don't sell them.
I don't even want to imagine.
I bet you look hot in that. Have you seen the new Wonder Woman movie?
No, I haven't.
Oh, that girl Gal Gadot. Oh, baby, give old Linda Carter some competition.
Oh, boy, I'm going to have to watch that now.
Yeah, it's free online. You should watch it. You'll like it.
I got Netflix.
Oh, there you go. All right, dear.
Are you old-fashioned?
In some ways, not all the ways. I cook, I clean house, I do toilets, windows, and you name it. I mean, I believe in, my wife says I'm anal retentive. I like to stuff. And if I start cleaning something and I see something else that's dirty, I will move over to there. And then next thing you know, I'm cleaning the whole room.
And your next question, do you like chocolate?
Not really. I them little snack size Hershey bars, I can have maybe 1 or 2 of them a week, and I'm done with it. I mean, I like the peanut M&Ms, the little snack size packs. I'll eat a couple of those after a sandwich or something, but other than that, no, I don't really eat chocolate. I don't do cakes or pastries or none of that.
Oh gosh, you've made Randy break out the junk food from the fridge now. Are you usually late or early? I kind of imagine you to be someone that turns up, clatters in there really late with a cheeky grin on his face. Are you normally late or early?
If it was up to me, I would just show up whenever I wanted to. But my wife controls the schedule, so I'm always early.
Hey. I think that was about it. I think that's the last of big questions, I don't know whether that was 10. I was just reading them off a list.
Yep, now you can hang up and move on.
But, yeah, it's been so cool having you on. We've got a few tunes to play before the end of the show. But, yeah, it's been so awesome having you on today. We've had you on a couple of times now. It's been so cool, hasn't it, husband?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's cool to call in and shoot the crap and answer questions that I don't care what question is, but I will say out of the 27 years my wife has been with me driving team, I have never been late with a load ever in 27 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I was always pretty proud of showing up early all the time too. If anything, it made myself feel good.
I have a question. What would you do if you woke up with a vagina tomorrow? You know this is a good question.
Well, I would touch it first and see if it was real. and then I don't know. It depends on what it looked like.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, can you imagine if it was a big saggy vagina with an echo?
Yeah, if I say my name once and it spits back out my last name, I quit. I'm going home.
Maybe if it does that, you should go on a roller coaster and see if you can whistle from your vagina.
Yeah, I'll go back in the shower and sing.
You're not going to be one of those guys with a vagina that when your first man shows up, he's got to tie a telephone pole to his ass, are you?
No. I bet you Wheaties is pretty proud of Bruce Jenner now.
Aren't you so glad you called back in?
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for having fun and playing some rocking music and shining a light for us independent artists out here that's just trying to, put our stuff out there. I mean, I'm not doing it for money, that's for sure. I'm just doing it because it's something I like to do and just like sharing with people.
Yeah, well, Janet's going to kick all our asses.
Yeah, she'll be getting me whenever I get home. What the hell did you say?
Well, Donna Reed said, what would you do if you woke up with big-ass breasts?
I would start playing with them.
Would you really?
Yeah, they're mine now, and nobody can take these from me.
You should go up to people's cars and stick your tits in the window. They'll get freaked out because they'll be like, a man's face with those big, huge boobies.
All I got to say is it's a good thing I wasn't born a girl, because I would be rich right now.
And
Ricky said you better stop right there, Keith.
and the biggest hoe in town.
Yeah, I would be rich. I'd be singing that song, I want to be rich.
I have to tell you, having a vagina is not all it's cracked up to be.
Oh, you made it funny. Cracked up to be?
You guys are great.
Oh, yeah, we just love ourselves to death. All the time, 5 or 6 years we've been doing this shit, and it all just went to hell in a handbasket, thanks to Keith.
Yeah. It's like, you got to be careful who you invite into your house.
I used to like you.
Yeah. And now look at him.
God damn it. All right, son, go do something so we can finish up what the hell we're doing over here before you ruin it all.
Okay, I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all and listen to some great music. Thank y'all. We love you, and we will talk to you later.
We love you, man. You guys truck it easy.
Vicky.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Bob Kennedy's here. How you doing, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Nice to see you. Oops, excuse me. Woo, doggy, what a night. Gary Allen and the Highway Junkie. The Yankee and the Brit.
100 cups of coffee, 500...
Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. Hate to cut it short, but hell, I didn't realize we're out of time here with the board froze up. I just happened to look at the clock. We probably got 30 seconds left or so.
Yeah, the soundboard is completely frozen. It's been frozen for about well over an hour now.
So I guess we're going to say goodbye before we get cut off. We love you guys. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, Bob.
Keep an eye out. We may be here tomorrow with a little short show for one of our best buddies, Uncle Larry, who has his 82nd birthday tomorrow, I think.
Don't wish his life away. He's 81 tomorrow.
81 years old. So we may be here tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening or something, so keep your ears open. But other than that, we better get out of here. We love you guys, man. Take care of yourselves. Sorry we got to cut it short, but I see the clock. Just said 10 o'clock. We better get out of here.
Barbara was being upstaged by